This is the Making Waves Mindset Show with your hosts, Richard Biase
and Dave Moskowitz. Learn from our journey as we share the ups and downs
of being your own boss.
Here we go.
Here we go. Welcome,
Action.
everyone, to another fantastic recording of the Making Waves Mindset Show. Thank you for joining Dave and I. We hope you are keeping well. You're crushing your goals, kicking butt.
Dreaming bigger, making waves.
Yeah.
Taking action.
Yeah.
Right? All those good things in life.
Yeah. Thank you.
Remember,
thank you for joining.
Yeah. If you are listening for the first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you are listening for the 30th time, make sure you share the show. If you're enjoying it, write a review. If you love our show, give us a good thumbs up on Instagram. Give us a rating. The only way we're going to get this out to more people is if our ratings increase. Yeah, we'd love to see your reviews. We want to hear your feedback. We want to hear from you.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate that. It goes a long way, and it helps keep Dave and I in our lane, so we know what's happening with the audience. So we can stay connected, and it definitely does get out there.
Yeah,
to more. So we appreciate all of you who have done what you have done so far.
So today's a check-in show.
Check-in?
Yeah. Want to check in on our journey and let everyone know where we're doing, what we're up to. Let's start with the books. What are you reading? What are you up to?
Alter Ego. Still on Alter Ego.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
I can give you guys all a gist because I think it's very impactful when we look at ourselves on the stage in business or in various aspects of life. You know, you can be a famous boxer, but outside of the boxing ring, you have a different ego, a different face you put on. But when you're in that boxing ring, it's game time. It's go time. And that's the gist of the book so far as I continue to dive through. But all of us have that energy within.
Right. And
it aids and assists in accomplishing goals when you put game face on. So it's fine tuning and finding that inner. Yeah, it's very powerful. It's been recommended to me, Dave, by a number of people. And when it was first explained to me, I'm like, is this some like crazy murder killer series book? Like, what is but it has to do with your mindset and you know, separating what your preconditioned beliefs were before from other things and putting in the right mindset when you have to kick butt. So
yeah, that's definitely a space that you have to get your head into.
Oh yeah.
And you're going to have those ups and downs. You're going to have those times where you're just like, you know, I'm not feeling today.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be a turtle. But you got to transform yourself into that lion, right? You got to just attack the day. Attack everything you're doing.
I find, Dave, that when you say attack the day, there are moments when sometimes your mindset's a little shifted.
Right.
And that lion is like a little donkey.
That's a good analogy, right?
But it's true, right? And I know all of you
carrying
listening
everything,
know.
Right? Carrying everything.
Yeah. And then if you just change your mind, I can do this, get uncomfortable, I got this, and then watch the tasks and the goals and the things you've set on your power list get accomplished in the day. Just by simply making that change. And that's where the book's coming from.
It is crazy how your mind plays games. And it's crazy how, you know, you used to hear as we were younger, oh, did you get up on the wrong side of the bed? But it's so true, though. You get up on the left side of the bed, you're like, oh, you know what? I'm done with today. Today I'm finished with. I haven't even started, but I'm done. Right. And then you wake up on other days and you're like, all right, let's go attack this day. Energetic. You're ready to hit your tasks. You're killing it by like, 10 in the morning, and you're just killing the day. And then there's days like you're a donkey.
Yeah. So two things to this. So the other week, Dave and I did a killer workout. Dave worked me beyond it was a combination of CrossFit and some crazy stuff. And there were many moments where I was like, I can't do this. Like I am physically, mentally, my muscles are beyond fatigued. Like I am done. I can't. Dave's like, you can do it. You can do it. Do it. And it's just like, you're right. And the second you change that mindset,
that's right.
There's an extra push-up in there, despite probably doing like 100 trillion push-ups already at that point, and all the other things you had worked into our circuit that morning. But the mindset's powerful. And I will admit, I was a little disappointed myself because that was so not like me.
Right.
I like that competition, but I think it was just, I don't know. It was just.
I think it's David Goggins who said, you know, when you get to your top where you say you can't, you still have 30% more.
Yes.
You still have that extra push. And that's the difference between winning and losing, right?
Absolutely.
It's literally that mindset. And when I was yelling at you to get that last couple reps in, you did them.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that you couldn't do it. No. It wasn't that you didn't have the physical ability to do it. It was just that you were telling yourself, I can't. Yeah. And as you were telling yourself you can't, you failed.
You're right.
And as soon as you changed it and heard what I was saying to you, it was like, boom, boom, boom. You hit those push-ups.
That's right. It's so true. It's so true. It was a disappointment on my part, but we did it.
Yeah. And you know what? To tell you the truth, and I don't want to be one of those guys who are like CrossFit this and CrossFit that, because
I've never done CrossFit. I've never done any of those circuits before. Like, that was a whole new thing, man.
Sometimes those guys are annoying, but I have been doing CrossFit for a while. So the mindset of actually doing CrossFit helps a lot in terms of your grit and determination to complete something. It teaches you a lot. And that's the one thing about CrossFit that I really love, is the fact that it teaches you not to say you can't. And the mentality of moving forward and just continuously moving forward is there. And that's what I love about CrossFit.
Yeah. I think back to when I used to run a lot more. I'm bringing the running back a little bit. I'm changing things up. There was some incredible stuff from a guy, Sean Stevenson, on the Model Health Show, if anybody is aware of him. And basically the research has come out this year. You know, a lot of us will run or bike ride or swim hours, you know, a day. And the research indicates you simply need to break that down into 30-second segments, completed in 4 to 6 cycles with 4 minutes rest in between. And that's roughly like 25, maybe 30 minutes max. And you have completed, and you know, the same amount of work that you would have doing an hour plus with half the exerted energy, you know. And I encourage you to listen to that. But what I was trying to get at is, in those moments when I would run and do these other things or bike ride, and I had that moment of fatigue, I'd push myself. But in that moment, Dave, he killed me. I was just like, holy smokes. Like, you know, so it's good to have people who share the same mindset, and you have the experience behind you to recognize, like, you can do it, Richard. You're just saying you can't because this is incredibly new and you're burnt. And I will say I did an entire upper body workout the day before. I was really effing fatigued. But
it's because, and I'm not a fitness expert at all, but it's because you were using muscles that you hadn't used or were tired, fatigued already. So that's why you got to the fatigue portion so quickly that day. And it was all new to you too, because we were doing stuff that you had never done before.
Never done. No.
And you were using muscles that you hadn't used probably in a while, right? So
but you know what? It goes to the theme of getting uncomfortable. You got to get outside your comfort zone. That's how I believe and look at things. If you want to make a change in yourself, you need to do things. And that's why when you said this is what we're doing today, I was like, let's do it. I like that competition. Let's do it. Let's push. Let's learn.
Yeah. I would encourage anyone who's in fitness, anyone who's wanting to get into shape, go do a CrossFit workout. It will be the most humbling experience you'll ever have in fitness. Whether you're a runner, whether you're a biker, whether you're, you know, been doing sports for 30 years or weightlifting for all your life, go do a CrossFit workout once. I guarantee you'll be humbled. You'll be humbled. I get humbled every time I go. Like, for example, I
get the notifications. Dave completed 1,000 calorie burn exercise now.
It kicks my ass every time I go. For example, today. So I'm at the gym today, and part of the workout, as we got to the workout portion of the workout, it was a partner workout. So me and another guy was working out, and it was like rowing, lifting it's called a hang clean. So it's a weightlifting move, but basically with a dumbbell that's 50 pounds. And then there was these box jumps, jumping on a box and jumping over. And then there was pull-ups. So the guy that I was partnered with, I probably outweighed him by, like, I would say at least 60 pounds, 60, 70 pounds.
You
right?
got
So
big muscle on you, man.
okay, but
Hmm.
that's the thing. So I outweighed him by 60 pounds. So when it came to the rowing, I'm pretty good at rowing, right? So because I got a good pull. So I was destroying the rowing. And then when it came to the hang power cleans with the $50 50-pound dumbbell, I was killing that too. So I was good at that. But then when it came to the box jumps, like body weight stuff, so
Mm.
like the pull-ups and the box jumps, I slowed us right down. But he, because he's 60 pounds, at least 60 pounds less than me, he was destroying them. And that's the humbling experience of CrossFit that I love, is the fact that, where I can partner up with a guy who is 60 pounds less than me, but we can both kill the workout together.
Yeah.
And that was the part that I really love about it. And whereas one person is good at one thing, another is good at the other.
Yeah. We'll have to do it again. We'll have
Yes.
to.
Yes. We'll have to actually get you into a CrossFit gym and work out there.
You know what? I think back to pre-policing days, and you had to do all the various police circuits.
Right.
I love that challenge. You're jumping
Mhm.
the wall, you're dragging the dummy, your cardio, your heart rate is flying. Those things were I hate that. They were easy. I'm not gonna lie. They were
Yeah.
very easy, but it was just the obstacle and the circuit that just
Mhm.
made it fun. But I see what you're saying. You're talking about, jumping the box.
Right.
You're doing, the rowing, and there are various aspects. I'm like, this sounds like, these
Yeah.
circuits you had to do before, right?
There's actually a big move right now in the law enforcement industry, in their recruiting departments, in their physical training, moving towards this type of physical training.
It should be.
Yeah.
It should be.
And I'll tell you right now, if you are listening to us and you're thinking of getting into law enforcement, do this type of training. It will get you in shape for your physical test.
Yeah.
I did it back in 2011 to get myself ready to do the testing in 2012, 2013.
Yeah.
And I was able to pass the tests easily.
Yeah.
Because I did CrossFit.
Yeah.
And I'll stand by that every day. A lot of people make fun of CrossFit because it's gotten bad raps, because people will go to like a Good Life Fitness and try to do CrossFit at Good Life Fitness and make a fool of themselves. But if you go to a proper CrossFit gym, or a gym that does that kind of workout, then it's more geared towards that kind of stuff. And, I'm not going to take away from the traditional weightlifting and the traditional
And that's what I
working
normally
out.
do.
Yeah, because there's nothing wrong with it. It will get you in great shape as well.
Yeah.
But there's a big difference between metabolic conditioning, like a full body workout, as opposed to going in and doing buys and tries and legs and
Push, pull, the usual conventional. Yeah.
There's a big difference between it.
It's huge.
So,
It's huge. I love it. Well, thank you, Dave. That was great.
Yeah.
You pushed me to my limits. You
And
kept my mindset in
do it
check.
again.
I have to see, now that I'm into this book, I have to get my alter ego.
Yes.
It's the gym ego.
That's
CrossFit
right.
with Dave, so I'll have to put that mask on.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm still hacking away at the autobiography with Anthony Bourdain. Almost
Okay.
done that. And I'm going to move on to, I got another biography by Will Smith.
Yes. I saw his book.
Yeah,
the fall it had come out. So that's
pick
going to
that
be
up. So I'm
interesting.
going to hopefully going to move on to that by, a week or two. I'll be on to that one. So I'm looking forward to that, because I've heard a lot of good things about it.
It's amazing. It's amazing. I have a stack of books ready after, but we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna get back into like the mindset and self-help and stuff like that. I just wanted to give myself a bit of a break and sort of enjoy a book that's not dedicated strictly to mindset and strictly to self-help. And there's actually just change it up a little and sort of enjoy the read.
And I would encourage our listeners. We've had a few of you, especially when we started, right off the bat, making book recommendations. And if you folks have any recommendations for the mindset, positivity, and the overall self-development, self-wellness world, we would love to know what you're reading. Tag us in a post, make a quick video about it, tag us in the video, let us know, and we could even talk about it. And we can put it on our list. I have a whole list of books to go through. Yeah. It seems to get longer and longer, but I can't read that fast. So
That's great.
But yeah, let us know. Like we love to see what our listeners are into, and we appreciate those who have reached out to tell us in the past, because your books have made it to our lists and we're going through them.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah. I think we have some exciting news to share.
We do. We have
Yeah.
exciting news from the Moskowitz household.
Yeah, we want to bring all of you into the ups and downs of business, and we're open within reason about what we're doing, and I think this is an exciting thing that we are open to share.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
to encourage all of you to know that you can do it. You
Yep.
can make this happen too.
Yeah. So we have decided, and with inspiration from multiple people, but a little of GG franchise,
Hmm.
Giuseppe, and a little of other people in our lives, we have decided to bring a franchise to Toronto.
Amazing.
And the franchise is called Stretch Lab.
Hmm.
It is assisted stretching. And
Wow.
for those who don't know what assisted stretching is, because when I started looking into it, I was like, no idea what's assisted stretching. But basically, it is a one-on-one service or group service where someone will take you through a stretching routine and will help you stretch your muscles, depending on what ailment you may have, sciatic or tight calves or tight quads or your arms or your lats or whatever part of your body that's tight. They will help you through a stretching routine, which gets you moving better. And it's a new concept in relation to the business look, but it's not. Assisted stretching has been around for a long time, and it exists in Toronto already. But the business that we're bringing here from United States is a bit of a different concept to it. It's an open concept, and the stretchers are called flexologists. And you
Mm,
make an appointment with the flexologist, 25-minute or 50-minute appointment. Come in, it's an open area, it's roomy, very zen, and you come in and get your stretch and be on your way. So we're going to be bringing it over the next, probably hopefully over the next 6 months to 8 months. We'll have our grand opening. So I'm going to keep everyone here, all of our subscribers and our listeners, up to date on our progress and how it's going. And we're very excited. It's something that we've been in process for about almost 6 months now. And we're very excited. So we are official franchisee owners and looking forward.
congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, this is exciting.
It is. It is very exciting. I'm very excited to bring it here, and we will be number 2 across Canada, but number 1 in Toronto. We have another Canadian, and he's a great guy out in Vancouver, and he's opening up a one simultaneously.
So, Dave, I think this might be a good opportunity. Take us through the franchise experience. Let's go dive back.
Mhm.
What were some of the processes? The listeners want to know the feelings and
Yeah,
maybe some of the initial stages that you've had to go through. And that will help pull in the entrepreneurial minds that listen to the show.
yeah, for sure. So the process to a franchise is intense. I say intense, but it takes dedication in terms of your time. So you have to dedicate some time to it. So it initiates with you just contacting the company that you want to work with. So we contacted Stretch Lab, who heads office is in California, Irvine, California, and we initiated conversation with them. And through that process, they basically take you on board as a potential franchisee, and they take you through a process of discovery. And you learn about the company, you sit in on meetings. The one thing I would have to say about this process, it's been amazing. The company that we're working for is called Exponential. They're the mother company, and they have 10 different brands under them.
Wow.
They are
Wow.
one of the largest boutique fitness companies in North America. They own 10
It's
different
incredible.
brands of gyms, and from Club Pilates to cycling to rowing to boxing to they just bought a franchise from Australia. They're bringing that to North America. They're a massive company. And so Stretch Lab is one of their brands. And they have about 150 locations of Stretch Lab across the United States. Also with all the other brands too. They have thousands of locations in total with all the brands, but just Stretch Lab, they have 150 locations. So we went on to calls with franchisees. We went on calls with the president of Exponential, the president of Stretch Lab, and they basically opened their doors to us so that we could see who they are as a company. and get to know them as a company, and vice versa. They get to know us as people. So that was a process. It went for almost like 4 or 5 months.
And how
And
were you
then,
feeling?
it was great. It was a
Yeah.
great feeling because I was learning about who they are. I was peppering them with questions, and I was learning the insides and out. The favorite part that I really enjoyed about it was I was able to speak to people who were in the business already,
Wow.
owning franchises, and they were on a call, and we would have them on a Zoom call, and I was able to pepper them with questions about their business already. What did you like? What didn't you like? What's working for you? What's not working for you? I was able to get a good insight into what the business will look like potentially once it's open. Which, whenever you open business, you're stressed. Whenever you
course.
open a business, you're going to have doubts. Whenever you open a business, you're going to have I'll coin a term that someone else used, Grant from Vancouver, who's opening the other stretch lab. When I had a conversation with him, he says, "You're going to get punched in the face." It's the ability to understand that you're going to get punched in the face and move forward, and just know that you're going to have moments where your things are going to just pop up. And that was the good thing about onboarding with this company that I really liked. And I don't know if any other franchisee companies do this, but they were so open with me and with us in relation to um, any question we had. Doesn't matter. Well, tell me what the worst thing about opening up your business. Tell me about the worst part of this. Tell me about the worst part of exponential. Tell me, you know what I mean? We asked them everything, not just tell me all the good stuff. I want to hear what the bad things are. I want to hear what's not working.
Mm-hmm.
So we heard everything. They weren't afraid to tell us. And that's one thing I have respect for this company, Exponential, was they didn't hide anything. Nothing's hidden. Everything's open. And it's with the mindset of, if we make money, they make money.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the one thing about opening the franchise, is it's your business to open, but it's led through a proven model. And
That's
as
right.
long as you follow that model, you should be successful.
And that's what Giuseppe, one of our guests on our show, had mentioned. He's in the franchise world. He's based in the US. He helps clients across North America. And that is the system, a proven system, a process, a method. It's bulletproof.
Yeah.
But it does take hard work and dedication. You are a business owner. You are an entrepreneur, and you have to make things work.
Yeah. And the one thing that we really liked about the process was it wasn't like, just give us the money and go ahead. It was, we're going to see if you fit our brand. And they actually felt us out and interviewed us. And it was like, they had to make a decision on whether or not they were going to take us as a franchisee. I like that, because that just shows me they're not taking just anyone. And
that's
not
huge,
anyone
Dave.
could just pay for, to have this brand.
You're dedicated to health and fitness.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You've shared on the show, you've done a whole complete, change in your life a number of years ago. This is now one of your missions. It's your daily goal. You see the value of health and fitness. You understand, even when we were doing our CrossFit and our stuff, stretching. Yeah. Richard, got to get your stretching, and I'll admit that's not my, depends. If I go for a long run, I might need to do some stretching later.
I definitely wasn't like all of this when I first started, but as you get older, you figure out that you need to stretch, and stretching is so important. And it's
100%.
It's something I'm passionate about in relation to growing this industry here in Toronto. There is already an industry, so we're going to be part of it. And as we get into this industry, I'm sure we're going to be collaborating with the other people who are running different types of businesses with the same techniques, right?
Yeah, this is exciting. Like, this is huge. Like, I'm very proud of you guys.
Yeah, thank you. It was a hard decision to make, but I know the support is behind us with that company, and we're looking forward to bring it.
Yeah, no, it's going to be huge. One of the best things that I think, since leaving our previous chapters of life and authoring our own pages as we move forward, Dave, has been the ability to do anything.
Right.
Like, now that freedom is there, where we're not just stopping at the show. We're not stopping investing in real estate. We're not stopping with Spear Clean. We're not stopping with our businesses. You're now diving into the franchise world, another business strategy, another business model. Who's to say you don't look at another franchise opportunity, or you create your own other separate business? It's just like all the like Shaq, right? Everyone loves Shaq. The guy owns like 50 franchise restaurants, you know, 24 car washes, you know, and the list goes on, where nothing stops that energy.
That's right.
You know, and I know I've known you for a number of years now, and we've worn many different hats together, but we always have that common bond of helping and wanting people to succeed. And I know you're going to be successful because you surround yourself with the right people. There's going to be incredible opportunities that lie ahead, and you don't give up.
And that's the thing, you know, we really enjoy helping people. And that's the one thing about this business is we're going to be helping the employees who we employ and the people who come in to use the services. And that's something that I'm passionate about, is helping people. And I think this is a great move for us in relation to this business. It's been a learning process too. You know, we're just starting out now. So there's things that we have to do that we did in our other business, but not to this scale. And it's going to be a learning process, but I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited to bring this journey and share it with everyone as well, and let everyone know that this is an option, right? This is an option. It's if you have the finances to do it, this is an option, and we'll let everyone know, and knock on wood, it'll be very successful. And, you know,
you will be successful, Dave. Not if, you will be.
That's true. It's when we are successful in opening up our second and third and fourth locations. Or maybe different ones. We'll see. But yeah, so that's where we are now. That's moving forward from there.
There you go. So we hope that that journey helps push people. You know, it's not just talking heads behind the scenes. Well, what are you doing? You know, but listen, we told you, we tell you everything about starting with nothing to where we are. And like I said, within reason, you know, obviously there could be various, you know, agreements or things that we can't discuss for our business ventures, but we want to showcase that to everybody. And this is exciting, Dave. So we're happy that you were able to bring it to our listeners. And if people have questions, like, let us know. And if we don't know the answer, we'll tell you we don't know the answer. We can find somebody or redirect you somewhere, but please do some of the legwork. You know, I'll have to admit, Dave and I share this. It's like, we'll send somebody a video, or we'll, you know, refer somebody to a topic about mindset, health, business, entrepreneurialism. And people go like, well, can you just give me the gist?
That's right.
Listen, if you can't find out, you know, how to do a push-up, and you're asking me how to tell you how to do, like, the resources are there. So do your homework. But if there are things that you think are very specific, please let us know. You know, that's part about being successful, is that you understand the resources around you. When building a business, you cannot be bothering every single person. You understand where your strengths and weaknesses are. Use your strengths to your full potential. Find out how you can fill those weaknesses, and go to your resources when you need them. But you can't have everybody literally holding you up and carrying you across the finish line.
That's right.
It doesn't work like that.
That's
you know, I'm not saying don't ask for help. What I am saying is use your brain. You're smart. And you'll succeed. So
yeah, definitely. So what about you, Rich?
So there's a lot of things going on the back channel right now. We are also exploring some things unrelated to the franchise world. I know we're talking about it again, but we are looking at things south of the border.
Nice.
Right now. And I'll have some more in the next coming weeks about that. And in terms of our flip, so we, again, real estate investors, we had to pivot because of the virus. We're looking at flipping, and one of our properties right now, you know, we talk about the current state of the economy, inflation, shortages of supplies, people, trade workers. There's a lot of that going on. And so we've had almost a month delay in getting our project started, and that's expected. You know, we build in reserves and balances for those types of things, but it's amazing to see how flaky people can be in times of pressure and need. The shortage of workers, supplies. You know, when you put out a script, an order of how you want to have things done, and they can't follow it, or are they following it? It can make recommendations. You know, these are things you need to look forward to. So that's fine. That's okay. But thank God that home was purchased, you know, in the fall. And closed when it did, because right now things are crazy, and I would not listen. We're an education show. We're not going to tell you what to do show. You need to consult your lawyers and your legal professionals in the space and understand. But right now, with things being so high, it's almost not maybe the greatest decision to dive into something, especially if you're trying to do some of these things. So we're in a good spot, but it's not easy. So we're taking things slow, and that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
So we're adjusting.
As a wise woman told me once, if it was easy, everyone would be doing it.
That's right. It's very true. Yeah. You know what? Forget the wise woman. Almost all of our guests at some point have said that. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it.
Yeah.
And that's huge. I have people who are asking about crypto this or whatever that. And I'm like, listen, I'm not in the crypto space. It is something I'd like to explore, but people don't want to do their homework.
All right. People are generally lazy.
Yes.
That's the problem. That is the problem with most people. They're lazy. They want the easy way. They want to just ask somebody to tell them.
Correct.
Just tell me. Just tell me what to do and I'll follow you. Well, because you're a follower.
That's right.
Be a leader.
Be a lion. Be courageous. Make decisions for yourself.
Do your own research. We have this wonderful thing called Google.
Well,
or whatever you're using.
DuckDuckGo, highly recommended, everyone.
DuckDuckGo, yeah.
You don't want curated results. You actually want results.
Whatever you're using, just put it into a search function. You will get the answers you're looking for. You just got to do a little research.
Yeah. So that's where we're at with it.
Awesome.
And, it's not to say it's going to stop. We're also looking at some other things even further, further south. So it's just, you have a vision and a plan. You have a scope of work set out, and things don't always go according to plan. So you build in, cautions for that. And, but that's what happens. We're in a very crazy market right now. For those listening around the world, we are in roughly the Toronto, Canada area and beyond. So in this particular province within Canada, the real estate market is insane compared to other places in Canada right now. And I've lived in other places and I follow other places, and the Toronto, Southern Ontario market is out of control. So the shortage of workers, shortage of supplies or ports or supply chains, everything is a disaster right now. So it's been a challenge, but we're doing what we can.
Yeah, it's that boxing match that you talked about. Punched in the face a couple times, but getting right back in. Awesome. That's amazing. Cool.
So,
well, great journey so far.
Absolutely.
More to come. Lots more to come. We will having, as we said before, we're going to have some amazing guests this year. We've already had some great guests. We're making arrangements to have some more that are lined up for the rest of this year. So stick with us.
Yeah. And let us know if there's any specific business area that you want to hear from. We can always juggle some of those guests around, or maybe tweak their conversation to help all of you with something about this journey. We love to hear feedback. So reach out to us. Let us know. For those of you who are following our store's down there. We'll talk about it. It's business, right? So we ran into issues where stuff that was coming in was being slammed with customs and duty fees because for whatever reason, certain products were being manufactured out of the country when some of them should have been manufactured here. So, things that we thought we had some control and knowledge over maybe could have been due to supply chain issues, but we don't think it's fair for each of you to be hit with some of those things. But that's a business decision Dave and I had to make. And so we've kind of held things down from there. We're looking at other suppliers and opportunities. So that's part of the show, making it grow. And we want to hear from you. So please reach out to us. Let us know comments, thoughts, feelings, and go from there. We want this to be a positive environment, a positive space. And we hope that you are all making a journey. So thank you for joining the Making Waves Mindset Show. And this is where we encourage you to dream bigger and take action today. So please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, share the show, write a review on all your favorite audio platforms, makingwavesmindset.com. Dave, where can people find you?
I am in the IG universe. David A. Moskowitz, Instagram.
Yeah, and you can find yours truly, Richard DiBiase, on Instagram and TikTok. Remember to make waves, and we will talk to you on our next episode.
Amazing.